Hey, everybody, and welcome to day 15 of 31 in 31. And today, I can't believe I'm still going strong with this. We're about halfway through the month, actually, when I start to think about it. But today I am looking at Society. This is a film that I heard on a podcast that's no longer with us. But one of the guys became a good friend that, we connect, still talk every now and then. Uh, and they reviewed this movie, and I remember thinking about it and was like, huh, this sounds like it's a really interesting film, but never really had a chance to see it, never really saw it. And then I saw that it was available on Amazon recently with a Prime subscription, and it almost doesn't work the theme. And I'm only going to say this because it did come out in '89. It didn't come out in the States until '92. I still consider this to be an '80s flick because it definitely is, with the styles, the hair, everything like that, and even the content. It is definitely a late '80s movie. It could be an early '90s movie, but I have a feeling that the early '90s it came out direct to DVD, where in the UK it actually I think came out in theaters. Now, what is Society? Society is a body horror movie, or body horror movie, I guess, maybe a little more. And it's kind of they rate it as a comedy, and it's got some comedic parts to it, but really it's about a kid named Billy, and Billy, he's just not sure about his family. Like, he thinks there's something wrong. He thinks he's adopted. Like, they don't really accept him. They just have him there. And they're all rich. And so he lives the rich kid lifestyle, but his sister now comes of age, and then things are kind of like weird around the house. Like, it's just really odd. Like, she walks in on the shower because she's not really bathing herself. She's just doing something else, which probably is masturbating in a way, and he's really intrigued. And then when he opens the shower, she's just naked, but you don't really see anything. But he does end up hooking up with this other girl because he tries to hook up with his girlfriend, and his girlfriend's more interested in being part of the higher society things with this guy, Ted, even though she says she loves him. Oh, I bet you'd love me more, or I'd love you more if you get me into Ted's party. And it's like, what the hell? And that's where he meets the other girl, who I can't remember what the fuck her name is. But she's weird. She sleeps with him right away. She's got a mom that loves to go after hair. It's just kind of a weird film all the way. But it's like a paranoia film. He really doesn't know what's real. He has all these thoughts in his head. He thinks that his parents are in an incestuous relationship with his sister. And it all comes down to, like, there's some really fucking dumb things that happen in this movie, though. I'm not gonna lie. The one fucking dumb thing is that he gets, like, injected with something from his doctor when he goes and confronts his parents and his sister, because the judge is coming to town and they're gonna have the judge's party. Where the hell that means, but when you do find out what the fuck it means, and it's, oh my god. And so you get to this point where, like, he goes to the hospital, he's able to get away, he hears about, like, there's something's happening to the people next to him. His friend goes to rescue him, they tell him that he's dead. And so, but his friend, of course, doesn't believe it. And then when he escapes the hospital, his Jeep just happens to be there. And he's like, it's a trap. Just get the fuck away. Just fucking leave. You don't have to do this anymore. You're dead. Basically, he's a free fucking spirit. Everybody believes that he's dead. Don't get in the Jeep and go back. He's like, what? I could do whatever I want. He doesn't really do a Stallone, but he's just like, he gets in the Jeep and he goes back. And then that's like the last 20 minutes of the movie that you get to see. And this shit is shit fucking crazy. This makes the whole fucking movie. And I am just impressed out of my fucking ass with the practical effects that they used. See, the people of Society, if you haven't seen this before, they're like, I don't want to call them aliens. They're like weird humanoid shapeshifters is what they are. And they do something called the shunting. And the shunting is where they take somebody regular, and this happens to be, oh, there's Zach again, the ex-boyfriend of the daughter. Yes, Zach, that's exactly what happens. And, they take him, and they basically start, like, sucking on him and sticking their hands inside of him. And it's just, like, all this crazy body dysmorphia that happens in the flick. And they're doing all the stuff that they're doing, and it's disgusting. It's like beautiful. It's amazing fucking practical effects. It's just a fantastic piece of cinema when you watch this little section. And so it's it's crazy too, because like at one point one of the guys is like, "Here, want me to give you a hand?" And his head turns into a giant hand, and his legs, or he has a giant hand come out of him, and it's fucking crazy. And then he goes and checks in on his mom, of course, who isn't really his mom, and his dad and his sister. And yeah, they're having some type of incestual thing going on where they're all like, they're getting off on doing this body like morphing that they're doing. And like the mom and the sister are combined, but the dad's hands are like the feet. And it looks, the shitty part is the face, but the rest of it looks good. And then at one point in the movie, Billy calls his father a butthole. And then all of a sudden, his dad is an ass. His dad is literally an ass with legs. And he's like, "I guess you're right, Billy. I am a butthole." Like, that, it's so stupid. But it's fantastic. Overall, I mean, I'm going to give this movie 3 out of 5 butthole people. I don't think it reaches the 4. The end of it, if it was that for a lot of it, that would be a 4 out of 5. It would be a fantastic film. I totally love it. But the beginning of it makes it a little slow. That's the only reason that I'm giving this a 3 out of 5. Otherwise, I think your mileage is going to vary with this film, and I think that you might actually really enjoy it. It's available, like I said, right now on Prime, so you have no excuse, at least at the time that I've recorded this video, to go out and watch it. And it's definitely worth your time. So, we'll be back tomorrow with another one of these 31 in 31s, even while I'm on vacation.